All right, I'm here with Sam Jacobs. Sauce, what did you think of the team's performance today?
No, I thought it was good. I think there's a lot to like. I think a lot of our key indicators were pretty strong. I thought our contested ball tackling, clearance numbers for the majority of the day. I think that sort of fell away a bit in the last. But overall, I think the coaches were pretty happy. It's nice to get a win and get the momentum rolling.
And both sides had two rucks out there today. How did you find the matchup between yourself and Riley O'Brien and Lycett and Ryder?
Yeah, I think we both had probably periods where we were able to get on top of the other. I guess that's probably the way it goes a bit, but I actually enjoyed playing with Rob. It's nice to, I guess, play less minutes and share the ruck a bit. So I guess it's a fun game in the first JLT, as you don't get that luxury during the year.
Cool. Must have been good to have both the Crouch brothers back and healthy. What did you think of how Brad went?
Yeah, absolutely. I really miss playing with Brad. I've played a fair bit of footy with him, and I know how hard it was for him last year missing the footy. And Matt's obviously an ultra consistent player. He brings his best every week, and it's really exciting for the team. To think that even Crouch and Gibbs and these types haven't played together. So we're definitely building, and it's going to take a bit of time, but no doubt it will be pretty strong throughout the year.
Yeah. And Sloaney was firing as well today. What do you think of him?
Yeah, he's good, Sloane. He's just playing really well at the moment. He's multiple efforts, and he's putting his head over the ball is really good. So really strong leader. Great that he's captain, and the teammate I love playing with.
Yeah. And you mentioned Gibbs coming back in. How do you see him fitting into the engine room?
Yeah, pretty seamlessly. I think he had a pretty good year last year, bit of a sounding out sort of year. It's always hard when you come across and new system. Things didn't go as well as we wanted as a club, but he's a real luxury player to have, as his skills are a really high level, and he's a really strong midfielder through the guts.
And the new 6-6-6 setup was in play. What did you think of that and its impact?
Yeah, it's good. I like it, especially as a footy head, and even in the game, it's a lot more free flowing. But it's going to put a lot more pressure on the ruckman and the centre bounce team. So hopefully, I don't have too many challenges through the year. But I think it's definitely a better visual. You can see the scoring's obviously a lot higher already, and see the one-on-one contest. So watched a little bit of footy this weekend, and everything seems to be pretty positive around it.
And Eddie kicked 4. What was it like to see him back in his strong form like that?
Yeah, he's had a fantastic pre-season, Ed. Once again, another player who probably didn't have the year he would have liked last year, and we know he's a class player, and he adds so much to the team. It's not so much the 4 goals he kicks, it's the pressure he provides, and the way he sets up other guys. And one thing about our forward line now, you see Jenkins giving goals off, Lynch, Walker, all these guys. They're a really unselfish forward line, and that's what we love about them.
And Chase kicked the final goal. What was it like to see that?
Yeah, great. I was on the bench. I was on the interchange, unfortunately, but fantastic for him to come and get a feel for it. To kick a goal. He's a pretty modest young lad. He reckons he just threw it on the boot, but he's got a little bit of class about him, and I think you're going to see him playing a lot of footy for the Crows.
And what impact did you think the heat had today?
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Last year we played at Albert in the last JLT game, and it's probably a lot hotter than it was today. I think today, a lot of things are put in place with high rotations. Obviously more numbers on the bench. So yes, it was really hot, but I felt we prepared really well, and probably wasn't as bad as I thought. And
despite the heat today, was still a sellout. So how good is it to get out to the regions?
Yeah, well, I'm a country boy, so there's no surprise to me that to sell out in the country. It's fantastic. I know how important it is to the area, and Port Pirie really turned one on. They've got fantastic facilities, and it's always great for them to be able to show it off.
Awesome. Thanks, Sauce, and congrats on the game.